But from people who maybe 20, 30 years from now will never be able to partake in these great sports. Another point I wanted to say, this was written while Nona was in the room and it was meant to be addressed to her, so I'm just going to use the word you. You had said drastically tiering programs is not what this institution is about, and yet you did tier. As sports teams, only 13 were looked at. That seems like tiering to me, and I understand you then would go on to say in one of the meetings later on that, well, those teams that were not considered, that's because certain Title IX rules, and well, I understand this, okay, Title IX, I've heard that a lot, so I don't know if anyone else has heard that over a lot, but then you said, well, we're not going to tier, but then tiering was done, so I'm wondering, if you've already tiered sports, and you've already gone against the core principles of our community, that's neither respectful nor caring. So, I mean, you're breaking many different levels here. That was addressed to her anyway. So, this is, I think, the strongest thing I have to say, and they're not my words, but something that I just learned, and it's, our men's swim team was added during the Great Depression in 1939. 72 years of tradition that stemmed from the greatest fiscal crisis the world has ever known. The Great Depression. How many of you here, show of hands, have heard of the Great Depression? So most of you. This is American History 101 right now, okay? Anyway, so, what am I gonna, it's a fiscal crisis that Nona and other administrators would insinuate is worse than the Great Depression. Because even though we were added when it looked like our country was, you know, maybe never going to make it out of this thing, we are being taken away during a time when it's just a recession, obviously not a Great Depression. And it's insulting to say we are not allowed to fight like the way we know as sports teams. We're not allowed to fight so that we can drag on. I hate that term so much, but it was used against us. We're not allowed to fundraise year to year. Like, are you saying that this is going to go on, this recession is going to go on longer than the Great Depression? Because if it is, then I don't really know why you're still working. I mean, everyone seems screwed then. That's just my opinion. Anyway, I'm just trying to say, I came here knowing these things could happen, and despite that, I am definitely standing up, because if not me, then who? If not you, then who? Thank you, parents. Thank you, UCD members. Thank you, everyone sitting up here. It takes a lot of courage. Thank you, everyone who's talked. Please don't stop, because if you keep on.
Next we have Ross. Alex Arbois.
We knew we were going to butcher Ross's last name too, so sorry.
Hey, Arbois.
For those of you who don't know, Alex is going to be in the Hall of Fame in a few years. Guaranteed.
Really guaranteed? I had no idea. But I am a UC Davis swimming alumnus, I don't even know. But I just wanted to share with you a story that me and my friend Michael Stoner, hi Michael, see you all back there, he's raising his hand, undertook at the conference championships this past year. We've both been following it the entire week, and then on the Friday before the last day, he calls me up and says, hey Arbios, you know what? If the women's swim team keeps on doing as well as they're doing, I think we gotta bust our asses down there and go. So I got the call at 3 o'clock on Saturday saying just 2 words, it's on. And so we drove all the way down to Southern California, Long Beach, and arrived at the very end of the swim meet. As the last of the relays touched the wall, we walked in, and then we saw the score. up on the stage. Michael and I are both alumni. We aren't getting anything from this, really. But we show up, and we see the fact that everybody is screaming, and the score shows UC Davis in the lead on both sides of the pool. And that feeling was just so electric and so magical that I can't imagine anyone wanting to take it away from any of you. I mean, I'm not the smartest guy in the world. Swimming got me through college, because if I couldn't swim, then if I couldn't be on the honor roll or anything, I couldn't swim. And that was a very stark realization that I came to, is that without being intelligent, there was no swimming. And swimming was my life for 14 years. It's a long time. And I just want to say something that a friend of mine told me. He's a philosophy major, so he thinks about stuff a lot. And he told me that, you know, look at the teams that are getting cut. You got swimming, running, rowing, and wrestling. Okay, so look in the past. Basketball, football, they're all relatively recent inventions. People have been swimming, people have been rowing, people have been wrestling and running for hundreds of years. And they'll be doing it for hundreds of years after the basketball teams and the football teams have been dead and buried. So, not that I'm saying they're going to. But the point is that I'm saying that these are eternal sports. And if we don't fight to keep the eternal sports, what's going to happen when people just don't care anymore? And I don't want to see people just not care anymore.
Thank you. Next, and this is going to be horrible, we have Ariane Turlet. Probably left the room. Good. Fine. Next is Bobby Brodney. That you? Yeah.